The Kingdom of Kartli was a feudal Georgian state that existed from 1466–84 to 1762, with the city of Tbilisi as its capital. Through much of this period of time the kingdom was a vassal of the Persian Empire, but enjoyed intermittent periods of greater independence, especially after 1747. History. In the 15th century, after a long economical and political decline, Georgia became neighbors with the increasingly volatile and aggressive Ottoman Empire, and from the 16th century with the Safavid Empire, causing the kingdom to be in a state of almost constant war ruled by the Persians for the entirety of its 3 centuries of existence. Georgia experienced a high degree of civil instability, feudal separatism, and civil wars. The defeat of George VIII in the Battle of Chikori against rebellious noble Bagrat, who proclaimed himself the King of Imereti, marked the beginning of the final disintegration of united Georgian monarchy and the state. In 1465, George VIII was captured by Kavak Vertujakeli, the Atabeg of Samtska. Sensing opportunity, Bagrat immediately proclaimed himself King of Kartli as well and took control of it in 1466. Kavak, fearing that Bagrat would gain too much power, released George VIII from captivity, but the king was unable to reclaim the crown and only managed to proclaim himself King of Kakheti, creating even more fragmentation. Bagrat continued to rule Kartli until 1478, when he was challenged by yet another pretender to the throne, Constantine II. Interfeudal strife continued even during the reign of Constantine, who lost the Battle of Aradeti with Kavak in 1483, with Alexander son of Bagrat proclaiming himself as the king of the all-western Georgia in 1484. The attempts of Constantine II, in 1489, to restore his rule over United Kingdom of Kartli Imereti were unsuccessful. In 1490, he was finally forced to recognize the splitting of Georgian kingdom into kingdoms of Kartli Imereti, Kakheti and the Principality of Meskheti. The new realms were not long at peace. Soon after coming into power, George II of Kakheti launched an expedition against Kartli, intending to depose King David X and conquer his kingdom. David's brother Bagrat successfully defended the kingdom and managed to capture George II in an ambush. Peace didn't linger in the west either, as David X faced incursions from Alexander II of Imereti, who was somewhat less successful than his Kakhetian counterpart. In 1513 the Kingdom of Kartli conquered Kakheti, but only for a short time. The Kingdom of Kakheti was restored with the support of local nobles by Levin of Kakheti, son and heir of George II, in 1520. For the mid-16th century till 1762, Kartli stayed under intermittent Persian rule and was an integral part of the various dynasties. It regularly paid tribute and sent gifts to the Shah in the form of boys and girls for use as slaves, horses, and wines. However, in 1747 the Shah of Persia, Nader Shah, was assassinated during a rebellion, and under the energetic King Arakul II, Kartli and the neighboring Kingdom of Kakheti declared de facto independence and were unified into the short-lived Kingdom of Kartli Kakheti. Following the Treaty of Georgisk and the sack of Tbilisi by Aga Muhammad Khan, in 1801 the Kingdom of Kartli Kakheti was annexed to the Tsarist Russian Empire. Russian suzerainty over Kakheti and the rest of Georgia became finalized with Kayararan in 1813 with the Treaty of Gulistan.